There we go. Okay. All right. Well, welcome to Humans. To start off with, could you please say your name and where you are?
Yeah, hello Heather. My name is Rawaa Alsamman, and now I'm in my flat in Berlin.
And the first big question is, who are you? It's a fun way to start a conversation with someone I've never met before. That can be any way you want to answer it, who you are as a person, your values, your passions, whatever you'd like to share.
Um, the first answer in my mind, I don't know, because every day I know something new about myself, so I feel how I'm ignorant of myself. But I can say I am a soul that experienced earthen life in this earthen body, and I experienced the five senses, and every day I learn something new. I have always my curiosity to learn new things. Um, I can say also I have many roles in my life. I was a daughter, then sister, then wife, mother. I'm mother for three sons. They are now adults, so I don't know how can I be a mother because it's another role now after my sons are adults, become adults. So also I'm working in Gestalt therapy field. Um, yeah,
Hmm.
I like I like yoga. I like hike. I like meditation. Um, Dancing. So I have many activity to do to enjoy my life and my times, and I have many things which I try to make it lovely to enjoy my not just my life, also my values in life.
Mhm. And so, what are those?
Okay. First of all, I'm honest human being, because without this honesty I cannot learn. It's not easy to have this chance on earth, this life. It's about how much I am honest, how much I can learn about myself, then about my life. So that's and honest for me related also for love,
Mhm.
because without honest, I cannot love, and also related to courage. So love also need to be courage to practice this loving all the time, and also it's freedom is very much important value, but for me it's for granted. I can say though. So it's many people thought that they are not free to do that or to say that or to think. So I think that when I think that I am free, so I'm free, and when I think that I'm not free, so I will not be free.
Mhm.
It's for me, it's a inner process, and it's like breathing. But what prove that I'm free in reality, that I take my responsibility about everything I choose, and also about my fault in life, because it's for me a station of learning. Every time I make a fault, that means that I'm live, I'm doing my best, I learn every day. So that's the most important values in my life, and as in my relationships and in my work also, I need empathy, mercy as a human being, in my private relationship, and also in my work, to be useful for people, for supporting. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard empathy before. I don't think I've heard anyone say mercy. Can you say how that is for you? I mean, I that resonated with me in a way that we can talk about, but
Good question.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, mercy. Huh.
Mm,
Interesting.
yeah. Actually, until now, I'm still in this learn process, how to manage it, how to be, to have empathy, and also how to be supportive and useful, and but in merciful way. It's not about we are healing with a human being. We
Mhm,
are dealing with a human being, and we want to be healed, and it's related somehow to touching heart.
mhm,
And so it's not about giving solutions. It's about to be present
mhm,
with people, and to be in touch and in contact with who are they,
mhm,
actually, not about my expectation. And so it's like I give my hand
mhm,
to touch their treasure inside them, and I will not be able to do that without this mercy in my heart also.
mhm. Now I'm seeing the artwork beside you on one end of the finger touching.
Yeah, yeah.
But when you were talking, it really struck me. I was like, oh, mercy. Just because it for me it was like the idea of an awareness of power and choice. You know, being merciful is knowing that I could come towards that person in a lot of different ways, and some could be very damaging. But it's that like conscious ethical choice of not harming. It's like
Yeah,
the Hippocratic oath of, bioethics and no harm.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was I was just really struck by
Thank
that
you.
word.
You expressed my idea better as
No,
me.
no, no. I was just like, oh, that was a really interesting word. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. And you have right. This picture for me is simple for that, because it's not just touching. It's about to take care,
Hmm.
to be sensitive. It's a moment of love and creating
Hmm.
this deep contact, but in lovely way, or in nice way,
Hmm.
but on
Yeah, there's an
from
intention.
yeah,
There's an awareness. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. So another question for you is what comes to mind as an event or a set of circumstances in your life that you would say really shaped who and how you are?
It's motherhood.
Okay.
It's really a great full-time job. Yeah, and motherhood, I rebuild myself through dealing with my sons.
Hmm.
It's really a great responsibility to take care of this little human beings, and to make a good and positive influence in their souls, and to support them to be um, independent adult,
Mhm.
and that they can they be able to go ahead in their lives with a honest heart, with a creative mind. And it's not easy to be uh, uh, 24 hours for them.
Mhm.
And also when you are asleep,
Mhm.
you have this awakeness that you need to take care of somebody, or maybe he is not healthy enough to sleep deeply. So it's motherhood for me was I can describe it as a catastrophe situation, because for me it's has long for um, 26 years of marriage with three uh, uh, children, and when my little son became 18 years old, I got divorced.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't want any more responsibilities. I'm done, and I'm really need to take care of myself and to know myself, because I didn't knew myself when I was a mother, when I played different roles in my life.
Mm.
And that was in Damascus before I came to Berlin. Yeah.
Okay. So motherhood also had a migration of
Yeah,
motherhood in
it's
one place and then doing it in another.
yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. And every event in life will be a great challenge when you are a mother, because you are not an individual, not one person. You are a family.
You're
So
a
it's really
system.
a great,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Did you want to say anything about those circumstances of being in one country to another as well, or?
Yeah, of course. It's really a big step to take this decision.
Mhm.
I remember that I was in my flat in Damascus. My flat was on Qasyun mountain, and I was in balcony in the morning, drinking my coffee and looking on Damascus with the sunrise. But in this day, I didn't see. I didn't just see Damascus with sun. I saw um, bombing there, and so for me, that was a really special moment, that I feel not safe for my family, and I love Damascus. Damascus is my mother, you know. And but in this situation, the dangerous situation, it's my responsibility to protect my family. In
Mhm.
this special moment, I have vision from my third eyes that the situation will be catastrophe, and it's not safe anymore to be here.
Mhm.
So I took my decision to immigrant, and in the same moment, I noticed that I took this decision from uh, fear feeling,
Mhm.
and so I made a point. No, I don't want to take this decision from fear. I want to take it from love,
Mhm.
from um, enjoying to do something new in life, to know more about another countries, another civilizations, languages, cultures, and it's a chance to make another relationships and friendship and so.
Mhm.
So I realized my decision from heart and from love, motivation. And here also I was aware that it's not my lonely decision. It's about my family, and from this moment I start more and more dialogue with my families because I need their help to make this decision in reality.
Mhm.
So that was in 2012 because the revolution in Syria started in 2011. So 2012 we traveled to Algeria. Algeria was far away from Syria and surrounding Syria, and in that time we need no visa to Algeria.
Okay.
And also it's um, the the next bank from Europe,
Mhm.
because I wanted to travel to Europe, but it wasn't available at that time.
Mhm.
So we traveled to Algeria and we stayed there for 3 years. It's a long station there for 3 years. Then I, with my family, came to Berlin. Yeah, that's it, and it's not easy to convince my family to take this step because they nobody surround me have the same awareness about the dangerous situation.
Mhm.
And everybody asked me, why do you want to go? It's it was surprising for me to be asked, and it was surprising for them to this kind of decision.
Mhm.
But I saw what they didn't or they couldn't see, and therefore I insist of my decision.
Mhm.
And uh, one day in the dawn, a bomb exploded near my flat. I will never forget this moment. We are all um, scared. My sons awake and they came to me, Mama, what happened? So, and there were many shouting there, and it was really dangerous to do, and I'm not now available to describe the situation, but from this moment my family convinced that we need to go. It's
Mhm.
not safe anymore, and therefore we make it. Yeah.
And that's not that you're a prophet, you're not a witch. It's phenomenology. You see what's happening, you see where it's going.
Yeah, yeah.
That can be
And
very.
also this decision needs money, and
Mhm.
I didn't have um, enough money to do that, but I have this relationship with my spirit that everything will be okay. I know it's not it's like um, uh, it's also a dangerous step to do that, because you have no information, you have nobody there. It's a risk to decide. If you stay, it's dangerous. If you go, it's dangerous. And it's like it's also I wanted to protect my family, and at the same time I push them to another dangerous way, because my ex-man and my old son uh, were traveling illegal through Algeria, Libya, Tunisian, then through sea
Wow.
to Italy, then to Germany.
Wow.
So that also was a difficult moment. I say goodbye to them, and I don't know if I will meet them again.
Mhm.
But I have this belief inside me. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole journey. Need and faith and fear and wow.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm. Just sitting with that for a minute. How did you figure out what was next when you landed?
When I landed here, you
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm. Like, what did you orient around or
It's a paradoxical feeling because endly I am on earth in safe on safe place. It's for me like a gift after all what we have experienced from different dangerous things.
Mhm.
And at the same time, it's for me unknown, and therefore also here maybe some kind of another danger situation. I don't know because I experienced all the time this danger, and therefore my nervous system. I breathe deeply that endly I'm here in a safe place, and at the same time my nervous system is still not used about this safety. It's and it take time to be relaxed.
Mhm.
And when I relax, all of these things inside me come above,
Mhm.
and that was the moment of my trip through Gestalt therapy also.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So going from survival mode to settling.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very different circumstances, but I've been there. I've had to do that as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. Hmm. Okay. So another question is in any of those points, what other human beings, who else have you met who has shaped you or made some kind of meaningful impact on your life?
Every human beings, every detail, every time somehow shaped me.
Mhm.
My childhood wasn't easy. My relationship with my mother and father somehow was um, mysterious for me as a kid. I tried to understand all the time, and I have this polarity with all what happened. Um, and until this moment, I still looking for balance because I lived uh, different extreme situations, and I learned a lot. Um, Also, as I have three brothers, so I am the only daughter, and it's really also not easy to live with male all the time, 3 brothers, 3 sons. And therefore, I think my life is different from another women because I was surrounded all the time with men.
Mhm.
Also, as I said, as a mother, as a wife, I'm all the time in contact with sons, also with my ex-man. And to be exact, every responsibility I took, I learned from it, and it shaped me because I take it seriously and honestly. Also, I study English literature in Damascus University. Then I made a lot and various courses in NLP and human development, training of training. And in this time also I rebuild myself because I relearn my mother language. I don't want to keep going in my parent language, in my society language. I want to have my private
Mhm.
language because that affect my thinking, my way in
Mhm.
life, my expressing myself, and so on. So and that also reflect my nervous system,
Mhm.
my feeling, my also my body
Mhm.
reaction. Yeah, and this in this period I knew my first trainer. His name was Dr. Musallam Tasawihshi in Unlimited Horizon Institute in Damascus. Then he traveled to Canada, and I was his student. Then I became a trainer instead of him after
Mhm.
his my immigration to Canada. And also, when I traveled to Algeria, I worked in the same field as a consultant and trainer, but not just in one institute in one city, rather in different cities in Algeria. And I worked there for 3 years. And also I learned a lot because for me, Algeria was a different planet. It's a different country,
Mhm.
a different culture, also a different language because, okay, they speak Arabic, but in special dialect,
Mhm.
and so it's not easy to understand. Um, Another food
Mhm.
kitchen.
That's a whole other vocabulary is the food and the spices
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Mhm.
And therefore, it was for me like a prova before I came to Europe.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. And here in Berlin, I met a great lady. Her name is Gabrielle Blankertz. She is She has a Gestalt Institute, In Contact Gestalt Institute, Berlin. I met her for the first time after 1 year I came to Berlin. She made her institute in 2015, in the same time when Syrian people came to Germany. So she noticed the needs of the women, the Syrian women, and she made a Circle of Peace, a group for Syrian women to support. and
Mm-hmm.
to exchange their experiences here and their experiences in immigration in Syria and so. I met her in 2016 and I shared with her in this project. And we translate. There was a friend with which whom um, told me about this group, and she translate to Germany, and we sometimes we use English to be understandable.
Mm-hmm.
After 1 year, we said Gabi
Mm-hmm.
to Gabriella. She said to me, "You can take the responsibility of this group, and you can do it in Arabic." And I go on with this support group. We met once weekly in the institute, but after that, with Corona time, Corona pandemic, we meet each other online and monthly a week. But with the time, the need to support increased, and therefore I made two another circle of pieces,
Mm-hmm.
which not for just for Syrian women in Berlin. It's about Europe. Also, there are women in Syria, maybe
Mm-hmm.
also in Dubai or France or so on. And so now I have three groups. Last or so since 6 months, I ended one because there is no need
Mm-hmm.
more for that. But all this life trip, every event somehow teach me something new. Especially when I came here to Deutschland, I feel myself as a child again. I know nothing, even language, nobody. And so I start to discover my umfeld here, my society, all surrounding people and things and language. It was not easy, but I take the attitude of child to make it easier.
Mm-hmm. But one of
And
the first things you said about yourself today was curiosity. And I mean, that's
yeah, yeah.
that,
Yeah,
that
and
little
I
point.
notice also my feeling because when you learn something, you make faults, and every
Mhm.
time I make fault in language, sometimes people smiles or lachen, um, laughing,
Mhm.
yeah, or make it ironic also. It was not easy to deal with my feeling that now I'm fast 50 years old, and until now I learned something new, and it's somehow it's harmful that after you learn a lot in your life, and in one moment you lose everything and you need to rebuild.
Mhm.
Positively thinking, I take it as a chance to rediscover myself and rebuild myself, but still there is feeling inside, and I learn how to deal with it,
Mhm.
and it's okay. That's a my I need to learn. Okay, it's not my mother language, and it's normal to make mistakes and so on. And that's not related just for with language. It's related with many things
Living life.
in living. Yeah, and every detail here it's different.
Mhm.
And yeah, but this. Keep going and keep learning with all this heavy feelings. It was really a large challenge and somehow shaped me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot to process. I mean, the grief of everything that you do have and all of the challenges of doing it again and build a new life and build a new life again. And it's amazing how resilient humans can be, but I have so many conflicts with that word is, it doesn't always have to be through violent destruction and challenges. We could just be supported and grow, but no,
Yeah.
it's part of, wow. Okay, so I have another question for you, which, I mean, you've spoken to a lot of elements of this, but specifically, how would you say that you've come to understand and experience in life power and privilege?
Yeah. From childhood, I learned that I must be powerful.
Mhm.
But at that time, I understood the theme of power to be hard, not to cry, not to admit your weakness, to deny that you have to be strong all the time. And especially when I became a mother, I tried to be a perfect mother. I didn't know that I can allow my weakness to come out, to express that. Um, and so on with many different situations that I really experienced this weakness, and that I'm not able to control everything. So I learned that power is to admit your weakness, because when you admit your weakness, you admit that you are normal human beings, and to be human beings, it's really a great power, because you have this mixed feelings inside you, and through this mixed feeling you can create something, but you need to go deeply to touch this power inside. And so I discovered that the love, or love, is the great power inside every human being, but we need to learn how to deal with love feeling, how to express that, how to make it practical in our life. It's not about just saying words. It's about touching, making, creating, taking care, support, and so on. So for me, it was not privilege in my childhood to take it so. It takes me long life, and maybe therefore I mention the value of mercy,
Mhm.
because somehow it related. It's to make balance through love and power, and to give it in the um, sweet way. I will not say in the right way, in the sweet way, in the merciful way, in the human way.
Well, I mean, it's a very base, like animal power over to destroy something,
Mhm.
but it's a very different kind of power and strength to love.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mhm. And what about privilege? Sort of being up and down different layers of society and having different privileges and different access and different positions. What are your thoughts on that? What's your experience?
When I came to Berlin, there was an event. I spoke something there that um, your rights as German people, uh, as a privilege for us. It is luxury for us to have our rights. We need to struggle to get our rights. It's not it's not for granted, and therefore this word privilege for me it seems like something I born with, you know. But I have this struggling life, but now I am in the moment that I really need to live easily without struggling. And it's not about what's around me. It's about me inside. And I take care of myself to be calm down, to be in peace, to be able to live easily and not keeping struggling. And so it will be my privilege in life, which I manage it through discovering myself and dealing with myself and healing myself. And I found that in Gestalt therapy, because in this, as I met Gabriele Plankertz in her institute, Gestalt Institute, I attend her 4 years training for Gestalt therapy, and in this 4 years, I learned a lot about myself, and it seems that I didn't know myself before. Before I was playing roles which expected from society, but now until now I still have this curiosity, because every time I know something I'm really shocked. Am I so? And therefore I identified myself as a soul, which is really great mystery that I need to discover every moment. Yeah. Life for me is privilege to have this chance to experience, to test. Yeah.
And what about age? I mean, at this point in life, how are you experiencing your age? How are you experiencing the aging process?
Yeah, I'm now 54 years old, and last year I have a lot of back pains, and it was not easy for me to move, and therefore I start to stop many things in my life and to take care of my health, of my healthy, and I got this point that I know that I'm still young inside me, and I make lovely things which make me have a enjoyable life. And at the same time, I got this point that, okay, I need to take care of my body, so I keep my my youngness inside me. So every time I take care of myself, of my healthy bodily and social and emotional, so I keep going in my young age. Yeah.
Okay, so 54 years young.
Yeah. It's just a number, and also I'm proud of my experience in my life in this 54 years. So I have this privilege of experiences with my youngness. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So a little bit more about the Gestalt parts of you. What you've told me a bit about how you found it, but what did you find in Gestalt? What resonated with you? What stayed
Gestalt
with
for
you?
me, Gestalt for me is a life process,
Mhm,
continuous life process. In Gestalt, I learn how to contact with my body, to be in contact with my body, with my feeling, with my thinking, with my presencing. Gestalt teach me how to be present now and here,
mhm,
and that my life is now, and how I live this moment, how I react with all what surround me in this moment,
mhm,
how to react with people, and this life continuous process uh, um, make me on the level of humanity, because I'm in contact also with another persons.
mhm,
So it's about to be in contact with self, and through this contact I can contact with others. I can see them. I can understand them, feel them, and because I learn how to make that with myself.
mhm,
And the most important theme for me, how to make boundaries, how to set boundaries with others,
mhm,
because I have no idea about this theme in my life.
mhm.
In our culture, we have no boundaries. No boundaries. There is no,
Ah,
no.
so
So
you
in
found your no.
Gestalt, yeah, I learn how to say no, how
Mhm,
to say that's my boundary. I respect your boundaries, your rights, your feeling, your thinking, and I expect that
mhm,
also. And I learned that that people deal with me not as I deal with them.
mhm.
They deal with me as I deal with myself.
Ah,
And so I learn how to deal with myself.
mhm,
And when people don't deal with me as I deal with myself and as I deal with them, okay, they are free,
mhm.
but
On the other side of that boundary.
far away of my boundaries. And that costed too much.
Mhm,
But I every time I lose something or I lose someone in my life, I win myself.
mhm, hmm. And what do you do with that? What do you do with Gestalt? Do you practice? Do you teach? Where is this in your life? What do you do with it?
Yeah, I'm working as a therapist, individual sessions, and I work with the groups.
Mhm,
So like Circle of Peace support group,
mhm,
also a workshop. I work with Gabriele Plankert as assistant
mhm,
in the first time in history, training 4 years training for Syrian people here in Berlin.
oh,
We have no Gestalt in Syria, so we
mhm,
make 4 years training for Syrian group here in Berlin, and I work as assistant with Gabi in this Syrian group, and also I lead 1 year training,
mhm,
uh, um, so 10 workshop
mhm,
once monthly, also with the Arab speaking people.
mhm,
And so I make therapy, individual therapy workshop, and also support group. Yeah.
So the first Syrian Gestalt Institute is actually in Germany.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Mhm.
And last weekend we celebrated that we have now 10 years in contact Gestalt Institute, because Gabriele Blankert had us open this institute in 2015
Mhm.
when the Syrian came to Berlin, and all these 10 years she works until now with Syrian people,
Mhm.
and I'm assistant.
Hmm. That's very powerful because it sounds like something so different from the usual expectation of centering a dominant culture and that whoever comes in will acculturate.
Mm,
That sounds just like a very different proposal.
yeah.
I like that. I
Yeah,
mean, it
actually,
makes complete
I'm not with,
sense. Like it
yeah,
shouldn't be impressive, it should be logical for me, from my perspective, ethically, you know, but it's unusual. Are you aware of how unusual that is?
yeah.
Okay.
Actually, as a Syrian, I heard a lot about the word integration,
Mm-hmm.
but for me, integration is not, it's not a human process.
No.
I'm not, I must not integrate with society. I try to make this balance between my needs as a human being and expectations, social expectation.
Mm-hmm.
This process from balancing for me is life.
Mm-hmm.
And when I learn how to make it, and in different situation in different countries, so I go deeply inside myself, and I make something unusual and normal, and
Mm-hmm.
what I really need in my life to make my life sinful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's very Martin Buber, I, thou.
Mm,
Society and culture exist, and you exist. And, as an immigrant or as a migrant or as a refugee or whatever, the human still exists. And so being met as someone who already has thoughts and structures and ways and values, it's it seems so simple and is so often just ignored. It's like, I will make you a person now. You must assimilate and acculturate. But that person already exists, but they're not being met.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, of course. Damascus is my mother, Berlin is my friend.
Hmm.
I came with all my culture, language, mother language, religion, spirituality, thinking. And here I learn more and more and more. And it's this learning means that I I can also get rid of many things which is useless for
Hmm.
me. And so I also this belonging. I think that I belong to myself, and
Hmm.
everything in life belongs to man, to
Okay.
human being, because man create everything in life instead of nature, of course.
Hmm.
And so all what man create in life belong to him, not in the another way.
Hmm.
So for example, they say I belong to a group or religion or so. It's not so. It's a contrary direction.
Yeah, it depends who you're centering.
Yeah, yeah. And so because of that, I can exist in every place because everything belonged to me.
Hmm.
And so for me, integration, it's a funny word.
Yeah, as I'm listening to you, I think I'm understanding, you will not be integrated into German society like the food into the German system.
Yeah.
but you can integrate elements of Germany and culture and language and life into you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. And then we can together make this inclusion. We
Mhm.
can get in the same process.
But at the very least, it's mutual.
Yeah,
Mhm. Okay, interesting.
yeah.
Huh. So, speaking of inclusion, I mean, do you feel any resonance or the term Gestalt community? I hear it a lot. A lot of people use it in different ways. Do you feel like you are part of a Gestalt community?
We we return to the word belonging.
Mm-hmm.
Gestalt therapy for me is a great and creative method to keep going in discovering myself and life,
Mm-hmm.
to be in contact. So Gestalt community is for me um, precious community to keep in contact and to keep learning.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a group which I belong to.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's fair. And where do you see your work going? And where do you see the Gestalt that you are working with? Where do you think things are going?
Yeah, good question. This 4 years Gestalt therapy training, we have a goal that we want to make to graduate many Arabic speaker therapists,
Mm-hmm.
because the need to therapy increased with the time, especially with wars everywhere. And after 8th of December 2024, after the regime in Syria fell down, I have something new in horizon, that I can travel to Syria and to work there also. So now I have a dream that I can every 2 months travel to Syria and work there for 2 or 3 weeks. And when I when I come back to Berlin, I can also online. I can work online also. So, and I see that every one of the new Syrian therapists has also his role to respond to this increasing needs for therapy.
Mm-hmm.
This is my project, to work here, to work in Syria and Damascus, to work online, and to feel growing through this working, because contact with people and supporting them is also make meaning to my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's incredible that the integration or the reintegration has so many layers, and there's a new layer of possibility. Hmm. I'm very curious to see where that project goes and how it develops.
Yeah, we make also in Contact Gestalt Institute uns Verein. So we try to make different project, also art project, um, um, through this Verein in Berlin. So all who interested in Gestalt therapy, in working or studying or practicing, will find this chance in this place through institute, and also through this uns Verein. And so we try to make this house where every one of us find a place, a safe place to manage his dream, his project in life.
I like that, a creative and a generative space instead of telling people what model they have to go and reproduce.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's very subversive and very creative. I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So, do you think there are any parts of yourself that you still want to bring into this conversation?
I want to thank everybody somehow shaped me positively or negatively, positively or passively. I'm Yeah, I'm not just thankful. I'm also open to more creativity, to more forgiveness in life, to less harm, to more love and mercy. And thank you very much for this chance and this inviting somehow with speaking with you, inspiring me. So thank you very much.
I really appreciate your sharing. And I mean, I found you because you put yourself out there and you are just there doing things. So it's been really very moving meeting you. So I appreciate it. And if it's okay for you, we can leave this conversation here. But I'd really like to learn more about what you're doing and where it's going.
Thank you very much.